I'm gonna bring one key. You get a character? Sure, dude. If you want, I can make you Dismas. He's still not taken. Game is named after the place it takes place in. Yeah, kind of a Slay the Spire ripoff. Here we are. Can I rename characters right now? Alright, you can be Dismas, brother. Oh, you can't hold it down. Anime man. Oh, you don't want to be Dismas? You want to be a cute anime girl? Alright. Well, never mind. Dismas is staying as he is. So, you know, it's very straightforward from here. Click to move and walk. The light mechanics are up here. So as light goes down, our chance of being surprised goes up, but our loot will also go up. And yeah, we just kind of interact with things around the world. And here we go. Gonna just walk right on in here, start out with a great fight, lose all my characters, and die. Oh yeah. So you can see there's little marks as well. As the light goes down, it becomes visibly darker, and then we get more garbage up here. It's like the early stuff's pretty straightforward. Undead, they are weak to Crusader. He has specific bonuses against undead. And they also are weak to Plague, or Blight in this case, but they cannot bleed because they're just bones. So yeah.
Press this advantage.
It's gonna be pretty smooth sailing right now. So if anything is
with impunity.
confusing, feel free to ask. I know mostly, I know most of the mechanics. So if I'm just going and going and going, you can stop me. I mean, yeah, they can technically bleed, you're right. You can lower their bleed resistance and then hit them with a bleed skill, but you know, why would you? We also will find these journal pages around the world. They're basically just little flavor things. It's 4 of 6. Day 7, we tangled with some unruly louts. Raven called them cultists. They were ferocious but clumsy. This is for Darius the Highwayman. And this is 6 of 6 from blood-soaked pages torn from a journal. Is it normal to see 2 of these right out the gate? I don't think I've ever seen this many of these. You can see there's 22 total. I cannot recall why we ventured onto land. Why did we leave when Mother Ocean provided all we needed beneath her tender waves? I will now return home back to her embrace. And then he just scratches a lot. Oh Lord, he's scratching. That dude turned into a fish. This is the event that you bring a shovel for.
Stone seems bent on preventing passage.
I always bring a shovel because if you run into one of these and you don't have a shovel, your party takes damage and they take a lot of stress, and it's just all around garbage. And every time I see one of those, I go, ugh. Is there a boot in this game? You know, I don't know if they put a boot in this game. There may be an artifact that is the boot. We will see. If there is a boot, you know it's gonna be pretty good. Count 8 boots. Yeah. 1, 2. I mean, you can't really see Plague Doctor's boots over here, but definitely at least 6. Plague Doctor might be just barefoot in it. You never know. Yeah, I know the enemy types, so I may not explain much, but like this cultist will do stress damage primarily. Like mostly the backline is going to be high stress damage, and since stress damage is permanent, tend to try and kill the back. Wow, great shot, brother. Really, you're really killing it there. How did he miss that? Good work. Even as cultists, yeah, they're not even trying to hide it. Oh boy, hello Inu. Inu, I already have which class I assume you're gonna want to play. Are you wanting to be a cultist man? Missed the turn order? Turn order is based on speed. So whichever character has the highest speed will have the highest turn order. And then you can surprise enemies. and then they will miss the first round, basically. You want to be Plague Doctor? Ah. Large number of preset adventures and unique relics from backers you can get for free by inputting a code. Oh. You just do damage with a scroll? Yeah, he pulls out his scroll and he goes, die, heathens.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Every now and then, Mr. Ancestor's going to tell us about how cool it is to kill people by bleeding them out. You know, I'm very surprised that you want to be a Plague Doctor. Because I would assume, I should have just single target healed. See, because look at these guys. They're very undead, and then he pulls out his scroll and he goes, hey, quit being dead, idiots, and then they die. See?
Destroy them.
Cleric sucks? No, I thought you'd want to be an occultist. The dude who literally summons tentacles and yoinks people around. Oh, there's nothing in here. Sometimes there's a 25% chance base to scout, and when you scout, you get to see the map more or less. So, can I get an occultist? I mean, I'll get an occultist eventually. So yeah, when you scout, you can see shit like traps, which we will learn about soon. Ah yes, and now we get to see Clover's great negative quirk. You see, Clover's got this great negative quirk called Kleptomaniac. I almost said Kleptomancer. That's not quite right. And, you know, just every now and then we're going to encounter some treasure and he's going to go, ah, you know what? I deserve this treasure. Smile. And then he's going to take the treasure. Tentacle this. True. Why, Clover, why are you like that? I need that. Why'd you take the loot? Take him an abomination because it's naked. You know, it's up to him. It probably took the boot. It could have had this universe's only copy of Taylor Swift's Lover. You never know. So I have only been using these two abilities. I'll explain the abilities as I use them, right? What I'll do is I'll just explain each one once as I use them, because you know, you're not gonna learn based on me just doing it. So this is Mr. Crusader's Smite. It's just a basic attack with a bonus 15% damage against Unholy, aka the Undead. You can see their type down here.
Cleansed from our lands.
This is Noxious Blast. Actually, I'm going to use Plague Grenade. Plague Grenade, it does very low damage, but has a high chance of blighting the target, and it hits the back 2 rows. So basically, you just stack a bunch of blight with this on the back line. It's a great way. You just want to be a cute anime girl. You know, I don't have any of those mods installed, I'm sorry. Sound design in this game is great. Why are you bleeding? I mean, Highwayman's abilities are very straightforward. He shoot. He miss. Holy shit, can you hit a fucking shot? This character should be Inu, what the hell? This guy's already missed like 4 shots and we're on like the 3rd combat.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
He does not shoot from the hip. I mean, I think he's shooting with the wrong end of the gun or something. I don't understand. Okay, Inu's redeemed. Inu from Phoenix Point, he wasn't a great shot. Inu in this game, he's gonna be a killer shot. I can feel it. This is the Inu redemption arc. Heirloom chest, if you use a key on this chest, you get a free money. No problem. Well, we get to scout even more. So as you can see, as long as I don't walk into it, there's going to be occasionally traps on the ground. If you scout, you can see the traps, otherwise you cannot, and they'll just freaking get you. But yeah, each character based on class has a chance to disarm traps, so our Highwayman has his best chance of opening up that trap and going, hello. We know there's nothing in here. Basically every tile lowers the light. And... man, Automod, how many times do I have to tell you that thought is okay? How many times, Automod? This is the hunger check. These just happen randomly throughout. Either eat 4 food and then everyone heals, or you eat nothing and then everyone takes damage and takes stress damage. No food rating. Yeah, I'm taking a break from the food ratings.
And now, the darkness holds dominion. Black as death.
But, you know, I'm sure they'll make their way back. You take more stress and enemies hit more, but you do more crits and you get more. Anyway.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
In Radiance, may we find victory, by the way. 2 rebels. So frustrating you can't delay a hunger check by eating manually. You would think that you'd be allowed to, right? Assume that I'm wrong? I mean, probably. It's not a wrong opinion to hold. But also every food opinion that I've had is 100% correct, so I think you might be the one that's wrong. If I'm being honest. I never use this ability because it seems mediocre, but this is like a single use per combat, and it gives him a buff of 12% damage, 6 accuracy, 4 crit. But the downside is it does 80% less damage. Good and long fight. Yeah, that's a fucking bruh moment right there. What is wrong with this man? He doesn't even have a negative to accuracy. He has a... Am I insane? I have never seen this many grape shot blasts missed. Alright, well they're missing too. 900% sure only 7% were correct. I think you mean you're 7% sure that 900% were correct. What does this ability even do? I have no idea. 75. Okay, so negative 75% damage. Goes through stealth and de-stealths the target. And it gives your torch 5? Okay. I don't think I'm ever gonna... I mean, it's good against stealth enemies. I don't know shit about stealth because stealth is a mechanic that was added when I wasn't really playing this game. Lowers their dodge too. Ah. I feel like this ability is really bad because it marks him. In this area it's not so bad, but some enemies do bonus damage if you're marked. Mid-term what? Oh, Thought keeps getting picked up by Automod. Automod sees someone type in the word Thought, and then it goes, whoa, 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 buddy. You better hold off there. The ability I just used is a half damage with a 100% baseline chance to stun, so this guy just misses his next turn. I should realistically be using it more, but...
This is how a life is taken.
To do that with any other words, this is not a question that I want you to start answering yourself, but yes, there are words that will be held by Automod. I would strongly suggest not trying to find out which ones are the ones that are going to make me hold it with Automod. I mean, just shoot. Yeah, straight dummy. Yeah, Automod, I still haven't banned Strike Dummy. I mean, I'm just gonna go for some heals, because I want to get some crits and maybe get some free... Like, this fight's more or less won, right? I'm just gonna try and get some crit heals to lower stealth. The heck is on the list, is it?
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
What difficulty am I on? I'm on whatever the second one is called, normal. Or it's called something else, but I'm playing on whatever you want to call normal. Does he actually say, because you frickin' fricks just can't ever be quenched? This ability is basically much like Plague Grenade, except it hits the one of the front 2 targets instead of the back 2. The other thing to note is that the round after a unit gets stunned, they get an increased stun resistance. So this guy has 75% instead of the normal 25%. And this works either way. And we just critically blighted him. Freaking got him. Imagine not knowing it by heart. True. This guy has better accuracy with the scroll than this guy has with the gun. Oh, wait, the Plague Doctor has a stun? Oh, cool. That's good to know.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Alright, give me that crit heal. Thank you. What if the undead are illiterate? Ah, shit. You're right.
Back to the pit.
What if the undead just can't read?
Be wary.
The blood is a special type.
A dizzying fall.
The blood is a special type of supply item. Any collected bottles of the blood will be retained in your estate at quest, and they may be added to the provisions of embarking parties. The blood is rare, spread it around wisely among those in need. I don't know what this is because I think this is related to the Crimson Court.
Such a burden of finery risks life and limb.
It's trapped! What a disaster! I wanted something cool! Scroll says you're a heretic. William, oh man, I think that would do... It's doing psychic damage. Just full of your mom jokes. Calling you a heretic. It's just like, it's a real bad time. You don't wanna read it. It's not holy in the slightest. I got extremely blighted. I couldn't believe it. I was ready to crack that bad boy open. Alright. Wow, at least we can hit the 90% trap disarm. Right? At least we got that going for us. I'm excited. There's a lot of characters in this game. I'm excited to relearn the cast of characters in this bad boy. Because this is your basic party. Like this is the standard starting party, right? You got your frontliner, you got your damage boy, you got your like specialist, and you got your healer. Very, very classic. But I'm ready to get into some more exciting parties like 4 lepers. Or like I have only ever gotten it to work once, but doing the like 4 crusader machine gun where they all holy lance, I love that. The miss / dodge, yeah. I'm sure that. Hey, look at that. I have an all jester party, dude. I saw that. I'm pretty sure, right? I've played this game through a few different iterations, but I never played it very consistently. They nerfed the jester a few times, huh? Like they've rebalanced this game a few times in general, but they made my boy finale kind of sucks.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
I used to love doing big boy finales, and now he has to walk his ass up there. Oh my fucking god!
In a single strike.
How did you crit me? How dare you? Jester's best is a stress healer. Yeah, but it seems like they nerfed his stress healing even. I was kind of sad. I liked having him dance around and then freaking one-shot whatever backline target. Oh, what the fuck? They're gonna kill him! Holy shit, he's at 3 HP! What the fuck? He's gonna deserve his death! Dismas, I need you to stop! Extremely cursed character.
Horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Another minor mechanic here is whoever you have selected is who interacts with the event, which matters in this case because if I remember correctly, using a holy water on this does something good. I think it might stress heal. Or it might just be a buff. It's just a regular heal. Oh, and a stress heal. So, saves me a little stress. We finished this quest. Let's go home. What a... We're already off to a great start. Dismas is doing a real good job of you know, whatever the hell he's doing. I'm not really sure what it is. And now the best part. This is like opening a loot box, except sometimes instead of opening the loot box and getting a cool Fortnite skin, you open the loot box and they just shoot you. Okay, Clover has negative 5% crit at lower than half health. Cool. But resilient, plus 10% stress healing received. Cool. Stress is cumulative, so all of the stress that those characters accumulated stays. And there's ways to relieve stress, but they end up missing the next quest. So like, if I want to heal the stress off of my characters, they have to sit out for a round to get the stress healing done. And, you know, if they don't, then they start the next combat with that stress. Weapon Tinker. Minus 20% weapon upgrade cost. Okay. Wield Adventure. Negative 20% stress in the wield. Also okay. Torn Rotator. Your melee skills have been doing less damage. You don't melee. Okay. And quick reflexes, plus 2 speed. I feel like high speed on your healers is bad, right? This is one of those things that I learned from the last time I played, but I feel like having your healers go first is bad. Or maybe it's okay. Maybe you do want your healers to go first. Like Doctor isn't really a healer. She can still pull people off death's door with battlefield medicine though.
Curiosity, interest, and obsession.
Ah yes.
Mile markers on my road to damnation.
Not really a healer. I mean, I guess having her go first is fine, right? But my thought was, you know, you can battlefield medicine is a clear blight and bleed and heal for one. This ability is great, and so having her use this as, oh hey, don't die, idiot, is going to be important. And I guess for that, having her go first is going to be good. Well, it's weird. It's like, it's super weird, right? Because theoretically the enemies are going to go interspersed with your team. There's no, you know, it's probably fine. These are the 2 stress reliefs, the Abbey.
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The Abbey calls to the faithful.
Yeah, it does the heal for both, right? And it clears the blight and bleed. Like, that ability is extremely strong. Like, I like bringing Plague Doctors to everything just for battlefield medicine. And then the blight is pretty sick too, unless you're in one of the blight resistant areas. But this is stress relief, right? Some characters are have certain quirks, so like Clover is God-fearing. So Clover will only pray, meaning that you can't lower stress at the flagellation or the meditation. Dismas can't gamble because he's known to be a cheater. By the way, if you want a character named after yourself, just let me know what class you want to be. Let's see what we got in the shop. Another one of these boys.
A mighty sword arm anchored by holy purpose. A zealous warrior.
Moon did a run in this game and he never knew that it heals themselves. That's, you know, I mean, I can get it, right? Go rob some graves? Alright, Dave, you want to be grave robber? Sure, sure. His name is Hot Tot. Grave robber is weird. I have trouble putting grave robber in parties, but she got a pretty sick trait. Thinking rogue? Alright, you want to be subtlety? You thinking assassination, maybe outlaw? She'll heal before the enemy attacks. As long as she's the fastest or slowest. Yeah, it's weird, right? Because having him go last lets him heal at the end of the round, theoretically after all the enemies attack, but having him go first lets you heal and recover from the previous round. It's a weird one. It's a weird one. Hot tot, baby nut. You never know. Maybe. Maybe. This is our Arbalist. First for most healers is fine. They have debuffs that are worthwhile as well. Yeah, I'm mostly thinking about how I'm gonna have her like keep people alive. Right, but I think you're right. It's mostly just I'm trying to think of when I want them to go so that they can pull people off Death's Door, because dancing on Death's Door is pretty strong.
Fresh kegs,
Okay.
cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
And much like everywhere else, you can upgrade all of these. So, you know, from here on out, I'm more or less going to mark this as the end of the tutorial for you guys. I'll still explain character skills and, like, you know, I'll still talk about the game, but I'm not going to go in such detail from here on out, right? Because this is more or less it now. We just go, we do missions at the different zones, and work up to bosses. There's, I think, 2 boss types in each zone, and there's 5 levels, or 3 levels technically. There's level 1, level 3, and level 5, and there's 2 bosses, and each of those boss types will be seen in increasing difficulty at each level. And let's get into it. You can also see, did I get artifacts? I'm very bad about artifacts. Oh. Plus 15% move skill chance, but minus 1 speed. This is a medium one. You get plus 8 speed and plus 2 speed after first round. This seems, I've never, like, some of these artifacts are definitely new. I've never seen some of these. Like, you can see this one is Houndmaster only. The artifacts are very straightforward. Each character can take 2, and some of them are class specific. Blight skill chance. I think that you can make high damage with Grave Robber and Plague Doctor because they both have blight skills, so you can pretty consistently kill backline with them. But bringing Grave Robber in your backline means that, like, typically I want my high healer in the backline, so having both Grave Robber and Plague Doctor is strange for me. But, you know, we'll see. I'm gonna bring the Arbalist on this one. I want to bring along an Arbalist because I don't often play with the Arbalist. Yeah, Grave Robber I think is one of the strongest damage characters in the game, but it's hard because the position that she takes, you gotta have her moving around a lot, and if you don't have a party that can accommodate that, it gets kind of whack. No, you have not died yet, Clover. I'm sorry to say. You're still alive. I think I don't really want to go on a medium level combat, although I may as well, right? So on medium ones, they're just longer, and you get the option to camp. This is just clear the map of all room battles. So you get firewood. You have to bring enough food along to camp, as well as beat the hunger checks. So I'm gonna bring. This is too much, definitely. 2 of these, 1 of these. There's a lot of things I don't know about this game, though, especially with Crimson Court enabled. I have not played much with Crimson Court at all.